From Old Town Road to a road less traveled, Lil Nas X been having a rough week. Let's talk about it. They 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 talk about it. Welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Gangali. Hey! And that's Gangalee on all streaming platforms. If you want to check out my music, look for the red glasses, look for the locks. You tell me if I can rap, okay? And if any of y'all was wondering, I did cut my locks. It's hot out here. It's like 1,000 degrees in Florida, so I had to get a little bit of the hair off of me. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Over here on YouTube, on She Could Talk the Podcast, this is where I react to everything. I react to news, sports, crimes, musicians, politicians, YouTubers, TikTokers. If they're talking about it, we are talking about it, okay? Okay. All right. So over here today, I am in the music side of my algorithms, but still the news side of the algorithms, okay? Yes. Lil Nas X. You know the song, I'ma take my horse on the Old Town Road. You know that song. It was another disturbing video that I don't even know the name of the video because I didn't even watch it initially until, hubby and a couple of people was like, did you see that video? That was some craziness. And it's him sliding down the stripper pole to hell to twerk for the devil. Did you see that? I don't even encourage you to see it if you didn't. So I digress. But Lil Nas X has been on a entertainment roller coaster of sorts, if you ask me, right? Fun fact, I noticed, like, this is my opinion on certain things when it comes to some of these artists, and this is alleged. All right, this is my opinion. It's alleged. I have no horse in this race. I have no facts. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and come here with a true conviction. So this is my opinion. I feel like some of these artists are groomed for their positions. I seen a video of Kai Cenat, and I love Kai Cenat, and Lil Nas X when they were kids hanging out, doing kid stuff. And I just feel like it's a lot of industry plans, if you will, or a lot of grooming of sorts for positions. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I'll leave it right there. I'll digress. But anyway, this week here, Lil Nas X went to, I guess he was somewhere in Hollywood, and he decided to take off his clothes, and he decided to walk around the street inebriated of sorts, and it caused attention or brought attention to himself, and he got arrested. They're allegedly saying it was a drug overdose. I don't know, because I got some footage here. You guys tell me what you all think. So, as you can see, I always put like a little caption on my video. And this is what I said, ritual or radical? Meaning, was it a ritual that he had to perform? Or was it just radical behavior or irrational behavior due to drugs? So let's get into it.
Old Town Road rapper Lil Nas X has been charged with battery on a police officer after he was arrested and hospitalized in Los Angeles.
Well, there's video of him, and here he is just walking the streets. The artist, whose real name is Montero Lamar Hill, he was arrested yesterday morning after he was seen in a video, first obtained by TMZ, wandering down the street, acting erratically, saying crazy things, and not wearing much but his underwear and a pair of cowboy boots. He reportedly punched an officer twice in the face that morning, and that led to his arrest. Police say he was also taken to the hospital, maybe for a possible overdose. Lil Nas X is still behind bars at this time.
So my thing is this: who was filming? Who was filming? And then second of all, why there's no footage of the assault on the officer? Well, let's continue.
His reps have not commented on the situation. We hope he's well.
Yeah, that was at 5 in the morning, and he's obviously going through some type of episode of that, whether it's drug-induced or some type of other mental issue.
Not good. We wish.
Okay, so I had to go to TikTok.
Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
And find some of the real footage.
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No. Go ahead, babe. No.
So, This is the same day, right? This is the daytime hotel meltdown. So apparently he was out there all day, right? The nighttime is when we saw him in his underwears and his cowboy boots, and people are filming him, and he's like singing, etc. But to me, he didn't really give me crazy, drug induced like the media is painting it out to be. That's why I like TikTok. Shout out to TikTok, because to me, I feel like YouTube will give you some insight and some newsworthy information beyond the media and beyond like traditional news, but TikTok will give you that real. Yes, go over to TikTok, you'll get the footage, you'll get the the testimonies, you'll get the paperwork. Yeah, so anyway, headed over to TikTok and I found this. He had a daytime meltdown hours before the arrest. So you see that video was nighttime, the one that I just showed, but this is him during the day. That's him in the cowboy hat and his shoes on. So he looks like he got out of the car, right? And he's walking. So he goes into this hotel. Nice hotel, by the way. Kind of is giving me French vibes. But yeah, go into the hotel. He's in the foyer. He's walking around. And to me, I feel like this is a lot of captured footage for someone who's really just making a disturbance of sorts, right? I've seen a lot of people in the comments tell me that this reminds them of when Martin had to put on that sweatsuit, Martin Lawrence, and he was in California like running and jogging and going crazy and passing out, and it was like, dude, you're out here in 100 degrees in a sweatsuit, like one of those suits that make you sweat, those sauna suits. And it was like he was crazy. He had like a meltdown, and he had to, have psychological treatment, allegedly, for that, right? So a lot of people are likening this Lil Nas X scenario to Martin meltdown, but to me, he's not looking like he's having a meltdown. So that's where I'm a little stumped at. So he's in the restaurant. I mean, in the hotel. He's walking around. I don't even know if he said anything to them. Like they kind of got up and walked away, but then he just sits down, right? There's nothing here that's really making me feel like, okay, erratic behavior. Okay, he starts to take off his shirt, so I guess it gets a little bit more erratic. But to me, that's what a lot of people was like, nah, he has an album that's dropping, and this is part of the Rogue promotion for the album. Um, some people are saying that these are the stunts that they do nowadays, the industry, because they know that the lines are blurred between reality and fiction, and they know that with artists and the industry, it relies on a lot of fiction, but then they try to blur those lines and bring in a little bit of reality, like doing rogue promotion on the street, doing something crazy that would go viral. And then once they have your attention, then they're like, oh my god, that's so sad, Lil Nas X drug overdose, his album drops on September 14th. I'm telling you. I mean, I know. But anyway, so he's prancing back and forth. He's doing all this stuff, right? And then he goes into the hotel. We've seen this a bit. I'm gonna fast forward up a little bit here because it kind of TikTok, it kind of will repeat. Look, he's out there. He's like either fanning or telling somebody to come here. And I don't know if those are the same boots, but it looks like they might be the same boots that he had on at nighttime. You see, they got him from different angles. This is a lot of angles. Like, how did if they arrested him at night, unless he was in there cutting up in this hotel too, how did they know he was in here and to get all of the angles? I mean, they got the hotel footage on Lil Nas X faster than they did Puffy and Cassie, didn't they? I don't know. I thought that was interesting. So, not too much here, but yeah, he's walking on the street in his underwears. Someone's walking with him, filming him. Who is that guy? Why did no one have any footage of the police showing up to say, hey, yeah, he, assaulted a police officer, now he's going to jail? Why we didn't see any of that? You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was interesting. But that's Lil Nas X. Tell me what y'all think. Do you think it was like a humiliation ritual? Was it just radical behavior? Or was it just promotion for the new album? What do you guys think? Do you think he didn't even really look to me like a person on drugs, in my opinion. He looks like a person that was required to do that. But tell me, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that this radical ritual stuff is real? Or is it just all made up in our head? It's just delusions of grandeur we all have. All right? But I'm going to leave you there. And I encourage you all to join me in the comments. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Okay? And I'm going to leave you right there, hit you with the motto, hit you with the brand. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend. And from my lips to your ears, I love you, but I need you to love me. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications, okay? Hit the like button. Join me in the comments. And then share it with a friend. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Until next time, it's your girl Gongalee. It's She Could Talk the Podcast. And I'm out. Peace. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it.